Hello and welcome to the Viva La Vulva podcast. I am your host, Dr. Kara Quant, and I have a special guest on the podcast today. Her name is Lily Wang, and she is the CEO owner of Metamor, which is a sex toy company and has other products for pleasure, right? Sexual pleasure. And I have her on the podcast, and thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
It's so fun that we get to do this live in person.
Yes.
And Viva La Vulva!
It's been taking some time for us to coordinate this, but I'm so happy that it has happened in the time that it's happened. I mean, it is Masturbation May, and I mean, what better way to celebrate it than to talk about sex toys and other products, right?
Yes. Thank you so much for having us. And we were just talking about, a girlfriend and I, about how there's a month for everything now. It's like also Mental Health Awareness Month this month. It's Nurses Week this week, and yes, Masturbation May, Masturbate. We also like to say
Masturbate. I like that. I really like that. So tell us a little bit about Metamor and how you became CE owner and like just.
Thank you, Dr. Kara.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to share. So Metamor was founded really as a passion project first, and it's really evolved to becoming an educational resource for medical professionals, therapists, sex therapists, family fit therapists, doulas, midwives, and anyone who's just who has a vulva and are in relationships who want to better their health conditions. So we really look at first information for your health condition, whether you're going through pre-post pregnancy, motherhood, menopause, post-cancer, erectile dysfunction for men, vaginismus, and there's so many more conditions out there, even pelvic floor, Kegel health right now is getting a lot of attention, and providing information first on all of these health conditions, and then Metamor has done the job of curating the tens of thousands of products that's out there to really narrow it down to a few hundred of only high quality products that are medical grade, if not surgical grade, food grade silicone, to all natural lubricants or organic, and books that are instructional and educational too.
Yes, and I love it because there are so many products out there. Like there's so many sex
Too
toys.
many.
There's so many, and I think I was reading that the statistic about it's like $1 billion industry, right, of like sex toys and products and things like
They
that.
said that the adult industry is about $35.5 billion.
$35.5 billion. Oh my God.
So it's overwhelming.
Yes.
Too much.
Yes. So there's a lot of products out there, and I feel like even me, you know, with the medical background that I have, I still have some issues with like navigating through sex toys and what's good and what's not good. So I love that Metamor just like takes the thinking out of it and gives you products that are safe in many different ways, including the lubes. The lubes are also a big thing because I know there's also a lot of lubes that are out there that aren't very good for the vagina and can cause a pH balance, you know, it can cause a pH misbalance or, yeah. So you guys have those products that are safe for the vagina,
Yeah,
so I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate that too. We look very closely at the ingredients.
Yeah.
So just like anything else that you're putting in or on your body, we're very conscientious of the natural makeup that we're wearing or foods that we're eating and skincare products. So why would you not have the most high quality products for the most sensitive area of your body?
Right? I was actually talking to a doctor not too long ago, and she has a book out called Sheology, and she talks about like how it's you just need safe products for the vagina. Like you don't want to use soaps that have a lot of products or smells in it. So yes, our vaginas are sensitive, and they need sensitive products to be there as well.
And like our vulva is such a sensitive area, and also a temple. Our bodies are temples, so we have to take good care of it.
Yes, very good care of it. So tell us, why did you decide to, like, why sex toys, why pleasure, like why being in this business?
I wonder if I like traded one vice to another. My background's actually in the wine industry.
Okay.
So sales and marketing was selling and slinging grape juice is what we called it, and I saw the downhill effects of what alcohol could do. Don't get me wrong, I definitely still enjoy my cocktail of during happy hour with girlfriends and whatnot, but having too much of it could actually do harm to the body. Whereas now sex toy products, I could see that it was benefiting and helping individuals not only gain confidence, but enhance romance, build relationships again. And I get testimonies all the time about how it's saving their marriage and how they're back in love and it's reignited their relationships. I always just get goosebumps when I think about some of the testimonies I hear, and I get really excited about this. No puns intended, but just get excited because we're just trying to have people enjoy pleasure, and also this is healthy, physically healthy, mentally healthy, emotionally, and spiritually.
However, I feel like, society in the past, has shamed pleasure for women specifically, but just pleasure in general. So sex, or at least when I was growing up, sex was like, you don't talk about it, you don't do it until you're married.
So taboo.
It's very taboo. So it's good to know that there's people out there like you that are like, we need to, and me, that are like,
people like you for creating this program, so thank you.
Yes, empowering sex and making it
not
okay.
Taboo.
It's
exactly.
not taboo. Like, this is normal and natural.
We're trying to make it mainstream to just have education and have it be part of the normal conversation.
Yes.
It still is shamed, unfortunately, but it is becoming more of an open conversation, and we're kind of battling it day to day. I'm sure you're seeing too right now on social media, Facebook and Instagram are closing accounts because if it talks anything about women's body parts or sexuality, and it's not at all dirty. We are just expressing body parts of what we are living in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And a part of that is our genitals, and like that's where we can receive pleasure and give pleasure and receive pleasure.
Yes.
So yeah, it's normal and natural, and we are having the discussion to make it more mainstream. Yes. So I know you kind of touched upon it before, but what are all of the products that you or Metamor sells?
So with the tens of hundreds of thousands of products that are out there, right? I am in a lucky position. I've worked with a team of medical professionals, manufacturers, product experts, women and men, and anyone who wants to volunteer, the testing of reviewing of the different products. So we've actually curated them down to a few hundred that are only of high quality. And what does that mean? So high quality meaning that they're premium products, not in price point, but in quality, and what is the purpose of what it's designed to do. So does it fit the body right? Is it designed for the body properly? Are the materials safe? They have to be not only just body safe, but I also have an extra tier of curating it so that it's a medical grade silicone, if not even food grade, and surgical grade, which I was saying was even like cleaner and sometimes more expensive because you're using higher quality materials. And then the ingredients for lubricants. This is really important because a lot of women actually do use lubricants as a daily moisturizer. So it's not just for sex only, but to use daily to kind of keep them moist. And you want to make sure that the ingredients that are going into your body are all natural. Is the body going to absorb them? Is it aloe based? Is it coconut based? Is it kiwi vine fruit extract based? Is there CBD in it, which I'm excited to kind of go upon it and talk about with you in a little bit. And or is it organic? Like, where is this product being manufactured? So we look at all of that, like where is it made, and what are the certifications that produce the product, and how long have they been around? And then of course, just kind of old school, just nice to get information. Those who maybe don't want to have to do searches online, you can purchase books to read a little bit more about the health conditions in your body and what products are good and that are educational and instructional.
Wow. And so I should have started with this, but So Metamore sent me, or Lily sent me some products, some vibrators and some lube and things.
Goodie
and
package.
so I was also going to be doing a review on on the vibrators and the things that she sent, including the CBD lube, which is great, and I will go into more detail in a little bit. But it was great to, you know, try these products out and review them.
Good.
So I'm excited to talk about them. Let's see. I was going to ask in celebration of Masturbation May, or you said masturbation?
Masturbate, just for fun.
What do you enjoy the most about masturbation?
Not speaking either on myself or just for anyone in general, but Masturbation May, I think is important because it's about exploring and discovery of your body. So then you need to know your body first and foremost, before you can even enjoy sex and pleasure with your partner. And I think this is important just because we should all know our bodies really well. That's why we do breast exams. That's why we have to go to the gym and work out and take care of our bodies physically. Why not also intimately to know what turns you on, what's sensual for you, what feels good, so that you can communicate this with your partner.
Yes, yeah, no, I agree. Like I am totally big on people masturbating. Like I encourage it. I tell my patients about it because I do believe that you need to know your own body before allowing someone else to explore your body.
And the more and more we talk about it, that it's in the open, that it's safe, that it's good, and it is, it's good. We need to promote that this is not to be shamed or shameful of, but it's healthy. And again, I touch upon physical health, mental health, emotional health. It's a stress reliever. Think about the calories you're burning.
Exactly. It's all around good, right?
It releases endorphins. So, I mean, this is where you're the medical expert to be able to touch upon that. But, I mean, that's where it's just a good overall Sunday afternoon type of spend time quality doing.
Yes, there's a lot of different things, hormones and things that are released with pleasure. I mean, there's a sexual response, and so yes, there's a lot of feel-good hormones that are released with self-pleasure or with pleasure from somebody else.
Yes.
Yeah. So what are some of your favorite products from Metamore?
Oh, there's so many, and I am in a lucky position where I get to review a lot of products, and I do have many favorites. So it really just depends on the individual of what they need and what they're looking for. Let's talk about some of the stuff that I sent you.
Okay.
Which are, you know, definitely I curated to a collection for you of like a starter kit plus the fact that they're bestsellers, but you also requested some specifics. So I was like, okay,
yes.
so we'll do that.
Yeah.
And then I figured that this being our first podcast together of hopefully many, that we'll maybe even review something different every single time.
Yes, that would be, oh man.
I don't think we're gonna have enough time to go over just even what we have on the table here, everyone.
Yes, there's a good array. No.
Yeah.
There's a good array of stuff that is
yes.
here. And yes, I was very excited to
So whichever
them.
one you want to start with.
Okay. So, the first one I was asking, so I have never had a magic wand before. I've heard a lot about it. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. It's like in mainstream culture. Like I've heard a lot, and I'm like, I've never used this. I think it's almost a little bit intimidating for me because it's so big. And so I was like, I don't know if I can do this on my own. But this thing is the magic wand. So we're also recording this on video, so I'm showing it on video, but this is the magic wand. It has so it's plug-in. It has 2 modes, like fast and super fast.
Strong and stronger.
Strong and stronger, yes. And you can put it on your clit. I mean, that's basically what it is, like clitoral stimulation, right? So, yeah, so with the magic wand, I think it was a little too powerful for my clit.
Yes.
It was. Like, I mean, I feel like it can almost double as like a massager, like a back massager. It's very powerful. So I think I need a little bit more light touch, light vibration, at least starting off, you know, to get started. But I think actually this could be good towards the end of sex. Like, you know, once somebody is already warmed up and well lubricated, and there's plenty of blood flowing in the vagina and throughout, I feel like this is a good vibrator to use at the end, not necessarily at the beginning, because I know for me, my clit usually needs a little bit more time to get warmed up, and I was using it and I was like, this is a lot. It's powerful.
That's good. That's good. And you're just sharing your personal experience, because you have to remember all of these products, it's going to be very subjective to every single person. Everyone's going to have different personal preferences. And some people may need it more stronger. Some people may need it a little less power and need more sensual touch. But there's no right, there's no wrong. Nothing's wrong. No one's yum is anyone's yuck either. So there's no right or wrong, is just what I want to say. But that was a very good review.
Yeah, so
along with me having to know a little bit about like all the products that we represent, I did a little research digging into Magic Wand, because there's such a history to Magic Wand.
Yes.
Especially there's even the branding name of Hitachi Magic Wand. So I even have to look at my cheat sheet here. Hitachi's been around since 1968. That's a long time. So
Hitachi Magic Wand, or like Hitachi, what is Hitachi?
It was Hitachi at the time. And then Hitachi was also a manufacturer of products, and actually of vibrating mechanics. I don't want to say, but maybe they weren't designing it as a vibrator personal massager at the time, but of mechanics. And then the Hitachi Magic Wand was introduced in 1992. So it just showed like how many years later, decades later, for it just to be
to 92
accepted of a sexual health and wellness product.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it got really popular. The Magic Wand had its debut on TV in Sex and the City in 2001. And then 2002 was the actual scene where Samantha is in the Brookstone going, hey, I need a new vibrator because I broke it. And the guy's like, you mean neck massager? She's like, I ain't using it for my neck. This is a vibrator.
This is a vibrator.
Yeah, that was in 2002. So, and then that's when also Magic Wands sold out like crazy. And today it's just still a kind of air quotes household name.
Yes.
Magic Wand, and it's been the same model and design for decades. Only recently in the past few years, there's now like a rechargeable cordless, as well as a larger head Magic Wand. But they all just
larger
really
head than this.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Which, how do we like even describe that to our listeners?
It almost looks like it looks like a microphone, right? Like it looks like a big microphone.
It's like the size of almost a racquetball ball.
Yes, yeah.
I'm trying to think what to measure it with. It's larger than a golf ball, but smaller than a baseball.
Yeah. And it has a pretty long thing to hold it with.
A long neck.
A long neck.
Right?
A long
arm and handle.
Yes.
But it's just known to be one of the most powerful wands out there.
Yeah. And like I said, it's very powerful.
Yeah, it's been around a long time. It could be a neck massager, so you need to like warm up with the neck first. The idea is that whether you're by yourself or with a partner, you are creating that atmosphere of romance and sensual touch. So give yourself a neck massage, give your partner a neck massage, and then enjoy it for sexual pleasure.
I like that. I mean, you essentially can use it anywhere on your body. It doesn't necessarily just have to be on your clit, right?
And then to get in the mood, right?
To get in the mood.
I would not just like start going straight to your clitoris, but I mean like kind of warm your body up, get the blood flowing, and then kind of like
move its
smooth into it.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Magic Wand is good, but like we were talking about, it is more for when you're already well lubricated, just feel good. You know, the clit has warmed up, definitely warmed up. So the next vibrator that I used and reviewed, let's see, this is, I don't know the name, but it's is it Jeju?
This is a Jeju Classic Bullet.
Jeju Classic Bullet. So small and compact. And it has a couple, this is like how you can turn it on and off and use the different
rechargeable,
it's rechargeable,
waterproof.
yes. Waterproof, yes, and you can carry it anywhere. So this can be in your little bag. You can put it in your purse. You can put it
in your purse, in your pocket.
Yes. So it is. Yeah, it's on the smaller side. You can put it in your hand. So it's definitely more travel.
Yeah, travel friendly.
Travel friendly, thank you. Yes, very travel friendly. And this is also good because you can use it for a lot of different stimulations. Like you can definitely use it on the clit. You can put it inside, so internal stimulation, vibrator. You can put it essentially anywhere. So if you want to put it in the anus, you can put it in the anus also.
I would recommend not putting that in the anus because the sphincter with anything with the muscles going into your anus, you want to make sure that there's a phalange, like a stopper at the end, because bullets like this will just keep going and going, and then
it gets stuck
and get lost in there. And I'm sure you, being a doctor, can hear all the medical emergency stories, but one of the top reasons why you go to make a trip to the emergency room is because something's up your butt.
Yes, you know what? I actually saw a couple patients that had things that were stuck up their butt.
So
vibrators and
I can strongly suggest do not put this in your butt.
Okay, so don't put the vibrator in your butt.
But what's nice about this one, like a classic Jeju bullet, it's a high quality grade silicone, super soft, and you could use a water-based lubricant with it to make it even more slippery around the body. But as we even talk more in all of your podcasts, but not only is this good for sexual pleasure, Metamor was also designed to help with moms. So post pregnancy and motherhood. So if a mom is actually even breastfeeding and her milk ducts are clogged, you can use this little bullet vibrator to actually pinpoint parts of your breast to open the milk ducts, to open the flow so that you can breastfeed.
Interesting. I mean, how many people know that? Because I didn't know that you can use the vibrator on your
I learned that, and
nipple. Some
of the midwives and doulas told me that because I have not had to breastfeed yet, so.
Yeah. Wow. So it's multi-purpose. You can use this for a lot of different things.
I use it because I'm on the computer so much, so I have it just, piercing my hand and my palm, just vibrating and massaging my hands. It's nice to have that. I talk to a lot of the manufacturers and those who travel a lot. They're on the plane, and they're just long day, need some stress relief. They'll just massage their hands, their neck, like knots on your pinpoints.
I did not think about that.
Yeah, the arch of your foot after heels all day.
Wow, yes. You can use it for so many different things.
Yeah, we're just definitely expanding the uses here.
Yeah, I just was thinking, I was thinking for the magic wand that you can use it in many different parts of your body, but I wasn't thinking about these smaller ones that you can use it in many different parts also, for stress relief, for helping.
It's different, more pinpoint too.
I like that. Yeah. I do like that. Okay, so this is the Jeju, Jejoue vibrator, bullet vibrator. So it is very good. I like it. Okay, so let's see. So the next one is, I don't know the name of this one.
This is called the Rianne S. Bella Wand.
Okay.
So the woman who created this, her name is Rianne, and she's based out in Amsterdam. This is a beautiful purple silicone wrapped wand. It's definitely smaller than the magic wand. It's more handheld and more definitely even travel friendly.
Yeah.
This is rechargeable, waterproof, and she wanted to make affordable luxury was kind of her motto, And so affordable luxury, it's a beautiful product. It doesn't look scary or adult or from a sticky store floor, but
it doesn't.
Yeah, and over in Europe, they're very more open there sexually.
Yeah.
So her favorite word is pussy. And she says it's so pretty. She's like, pussy, Lily, here, look at my pussy.
And I love the vulva. No, I absolutely love the vulva. If you want to show everyone that there is a vulva on the vibrator, I absolutely love that.
So on the wand, the handle, the buttons are in the shape of a vulva. So.
Yes. Yeah, so this is how you turn it on. You can kind of see there the red light. And this is how you can, go to different modes or settings on here. So yes, I really enjoy that. You know, I mean, it's Viva La Vulva. I enjoy vulvas, and this is a vulva on the vibrator. So yes, and it's sleek and it feels good, and actually came in a very nice box. I actually really like that.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Like, it all just comes from beautiful packaging, affordable luxury. It came with even a beautiful rose gold bracelet.
Yes, I really enjoy that. I haven't worn it yet, but I do just like the whole presentation of it. It was very cute.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
it was very cute.
She was very attention to detail.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely brand. She's a lovely lady, and I love representing her products, and she's doing good and sending good vibes out to the world.
Yes, I enjoyed that. But yeah, this is a good vibrator. I like the silicone. I like the feel of it. It wasn't as intimidating as the magic wand for my clit. I use this more with like warming up, so I think that this was a better wand, because it's still considered a magic wand, right? Or a wand?
It's considered like a hand vibrating wand.
Hand vibrating wand, okay, versus the magic wand. Yeah, so I enjoyed this one.
Good.
It was very good.
Yay.
Okay.
Positive reviews.
Positive reviews for the Bella.
This is the Rian S Bella wand.
Rian S Bella wand. Okay. Next on the review are these things.
Also
and
by,
you have to give me a little bit more, like, what is the name of it?
Of course.
And
more context. So
these
are also by Jeju, so Jejoue. You had it right, Jeju, and these are their Ami balls, AMI balls, but they're Kegel balls. So Jeju Ami balls, and Dr. Kara's holding 3 in her hand right now.
Yes.
It's a set that it comes in, and they're weighted differently. So
they are,
I'll just share your review with everyone.
Yes. So I have heard about Kegel balls. I've heard about yoni eggs. I've heard about a lot of different things that, you know, can go inside the vagina and to help with strengthening it. But I have never used these weighted balls before, so it was interesting to have them in. I think the one that actually I put all of them in, but the one that I enjoyed the most was like the middle one.
Okay.
I don't know. So you said they're they are heavier.
So it's
the heavier one, the heaviest one.
So I'm continually still learning so much about the pelvic floor and Kegel exercises and speaking about these more properly. The Ami ball comes in a set of 3, and the first level, let's call this A, it's actually the larger ball. So the larger the ball, the easier it is, because then you're inserting this into your vagina. And the idea of working and exercising your pelvic floor is clenching it and being able to hold the weight in. So kind of like how we have to do bicep curls and exercise our arm for strengthening, you would want to do the same thing for your pelvic floor Kegel muscles. So holding this in for 5 minutes, 3 times a week, doing these routines, these, what do we call them?
Strengthening, right? Like holding or
repetitions.
Repetitions,
Excuse
okay.
me, yes. So you want to do so many reps in 5 minutes, and just 3 times a week. So you start with this one first. It's a single Kegel to hold inside. And then once you're ready, you want to move up to the next level, which is a different shaped. This one has 2, kind of like almost like 2 balls to be able to tighten your pelvic floor. So
it almost looks like a barbell.
Yeah,
kind of.
Yeah, a mini barbell.
A mini barbell for your vagina.
For your vagina, yeah. And it's definitely a still heavier, it's a lighter weight. So it's a lighter weight. Heavier weight.
Yeah.
Heavier weight to go inside your vagina, because then you need to be able to hold more weight to strengthen your muscles. And then you want to move up to the 3rd level, which is even the heaviest of them all. And it's even smaller, because then at this point you're tightening your pelvic floor to be able to have stronger senses. Your sex will be better. The orgasms will be better. This is actually what's also going to help you prevent incontinence. So when you know how you have friends that say, oh my gosh, I laughed so hard, I peed a little, or you sneezed and you peed a little, you can actually prevent that. That's not normal, or we should not give in to that. So by doing your Kegel exercises, ladies, We can prevent from peeing and having accidents, and then also improve your sex life and pleasure by doing your Kegels.
Yeah, and you know, there's so many women that come in and are complaining about incontinence, you know, either because they've had many children or because they've had some type of surgery, and incontinence is not a normal thing. It really isn't a normal thing, and there's so many people that are, or women, specifically that are ashamed by it. They're like, you know, like it's really hard for them to talk about, and I'm like, you don't have to go through this. Like there's treatments out there.
So when you have patients come and see you for that and say, hey, Dr. Kara, I'm, you know, leaking, or I peed, I can't control my urine, what do you suggest for them?
So I usually will recommend Kegels to do. However, I have been because in medical school we didn't get this information. I mean, like, maybe I've heard about Kegels from even before I went to medical school, but to know how to do it or how many repetitions to do or when to do it, didn't get that much knowledge about it. So it's been getting information from other people. Pelvic floor physical therapists are like the biggest people that have told me about Kegels and like the right and wrong way to do it. And so that's what I've been recommending to patients. It's either doing Kegels on a regular basis or referring them to a pelvic floor physical therapist to help with their symptoms. And you know, I'm sure these balls can help also with, you know, helping to prevent or even to lessen the incontinence that a woman is having.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think I used these wrong because I used the heaviest one. I used the heaviest one, and that's maybe the reason why it was coming out. I think that's why it was coming out, because it's the heaviest one, and I should have started with the ball, this one, before I started, or before the heaviest one.
You know,
so
I'm always trying to I gotta like read the instructions before when opening a new package of products and things.
I usually just like open it and try it. Like I don't read instructions, which is
no worries. It's probably the natural instinct.
Yeah. Like, ooh, I want to try these out. Like, let me see what this is all about. Let me just put it inside my vagina.
In there.
Yes. Yes. So that is those are the Jeju weighted ball, Kegel balls.
Correct.
Kegel balls, yes.
Jeju Ami balls, which are the Kegel balls.
Yeah. So yeah, they're fun and can help with incontinence and different things like that, and to help with orgasms and what other things did you say it helped with?
By strengthening your pelvic floor muscles, it will help and better your sex life, just to enjoy sex more. It'll be more pleasurable. The orgasms will be stronger, but also no peeing when you sneeze and laugh.
Yes, yes. And the other product that I have, that I used and reviewed, is the CBD infused personal lubricant by Bella Acqua d'Amore.
Correct.
Did I say it right?
Correct.
So this, I don't know if you can
This has been one of my best sellers and most popular. It's taken off. I think right now cannabis and CBD is so hot.
So big, yeah.
And so big, but you want to make sure wherever you're using a product with CBD, like look into the history of it and make sure you know where the products and ingredients are coming from. I'm super excited to partner with this woman owner, creator of Bella. She has a whole line, and actually her flagship product was a moisturizing cream. Her daughter, named Bella, had severe psoriasis, rosacea, yes, just skin, like very bad skin condition, and they live in the desert of Las Vegas, so it's really dry there anyway. And then all the kids were like making fun of her, so she had to create something that was natural to help her daughter. And so she created a CBD moisturizing cream, and it was called the Bella Cream Elegante. And from there, just expanded into a health and wellness, beautiful collection of massage oils to bath bombs, bath salts, sugar scrubs, and then per our partnership, expanded into a water-based lubricant. Ooh. And this water-based lubricant is just very clean, smooth. Or I should have you give the review. I'm so sorry.
No, it's
but
okay.
The CBD, and I'm just so jazzed and excited about this, is because the CBD has actual 40 milligrams of cannabis in it and the healing powers of what it can do for you.
Wait, so the total thing has 40 milligrams in it?
Correct,
Okay.
or more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And the benefits of CBD in the lubricant is that it's anti-inflammatory, it's pain management, it'll help with the pain, anyone who has pain during sex or even through menstrual cycles, this will really help, and as well as anti-inflammatory, and it's all natural.
Yeah. Yes, so I have to say that I have tried many a lubricant because I am not afraid of lubricants. Like, I don't think anyone else should be. I think that there's, I don't know, a stigma around like vaginal dryness and like I have to be wet. Like I just have to like produce lubrication myself, and that is not the case. If you are having a hard time, just use some lube.
Our bodies change, you know, so
Yes.
as we age and our bodies go through menopause or even after you've had a child, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think also, of course, just diet and exercise, there's so many other factors to help it, but lubricant is a natural and very safe and healthy, clean way to support that.
Yeah, exactly. And so I have tried different lubricants in the past, and I realized just recently at the Ishwish conference that I met Lily at, that not all lubricants are created equal, and that there are certain products within lubricants, such as parabens and so forth, that can actually really affect the pH of the vagina, and it can cause or put you at risk for different infections, vaginitis, bacterial vaginosis, different things like that. And so with certain lubricants I've tried, I have had vaginal discharge. I'm not gonna lie, I've had vaginal discharge, and it's like, this is just not, it's not a good product. So I know that there are lubricants that I do enjoy, and this one is one of them because I tried it and it was great. It felt good. It's very smooth. There's no, like, you just felt like it wasn't there, which is the best.
It's not sticky.
It's
There's
not
no, like,
sticky.
after feeling.
No, yeah.
It's clean because I'm glad that if you experienced other lubricants and if you have that discharge, that means your body's like expelling the chemicals and things that it did not want to absorb in your body. And if this one, you didn't have that discharge, that means your body was absorbing it because it was like, whoop, nutrients, I want it.
Yeah. So this lubricant I enjoyed, and it has CBD in it. So, you know, all of the other effects of the good effects of CBD are in this lubricant. So I very much enjoyed it.
Thank you, Bella.
Yes. Thank you.
So the Bella Aqua de Amor, it's all natural. The CBD benefits help with anti-inflammatory, the pain management, and again, just that it's the healing properties for it is just so good. Yeah.
So I very much enjoyed it, and I actually would like to order more of. So are there different CBD infused?
So they just released a Bella Oleo, and the name could be misleading because it's got oleo in it. There's no oil. It is a silicone CBD lubricant.
A silicone CBD lubricant. Okay, and this is a water-based lubricant.
Correct.
Okay. So with water-based lubricants, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm still learning this, but for water-based lubricants, you can use them with condoms.
Correct.
For the for the oil-based.
So silicone, you can still use condoms with the silicone lubricants as well. You don't want to use an oil-based lubricant with condoms.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So that is important for people to know because that's also something that I didn't even know that
on
was
Metamor, just because there's so many like ifs and exceptions and what to use with what. There's a little cheat sheet grid on Metamor about like water-based lubes with any toys and for daily use is fine. Silicone, you don't want to use a silicone lubricant with a silicone toy because they'll actually rub and disintegrate the toy. And then for condom usage, you can also see which, water-based lubricants are okay, silicone is okay, oils are not with condoms.
Okay. So that is good to know. And if you forget, you can just go onto the Metamor website and look that up with the cheat sheet.
Yeah.
So that is very good. Those are all of the product. There was a couple more I think that you sent me that I wasn't able to bring, but these were like the main ones. Definitely all the vibrators are here and good that I
lots more for next time anyway.
Lots more for next time. which I'm very excited about. So let's see. Actually, there's another question that I have about all of the products. Like, what are the most commonly sold products that Metamor sells?
That's a tricky one to answer just because it's so subjective for every individual and what their needs and what they're looking for. But everything is categorized by the health condition, which I touched upon, whether someone's going through pregnancy, someone's going through menopause, someone's going through post-cancer or Kegel health they're looking for, or the products are also categorized by what it's designed for. So there's external stimulation, external products that's meant to be used for internal. There's men's products, there's women's products, and then of course there's category of lubricants, and it's divided up with water-based, silicone, hybrid, travel size.
Yeah. So you just make it very easy for someone to browse.
We hope so. We
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah, you do.
Thank
Definitely.
you. Thank you.
Well, let me ask you this: like, how can people stay in contact with Metamor? How can they find your products?
Yay. Thank you, Dr.
give us
Caro.
some
Hopefully, then
information.
we'll get to do more of these podcasts
Yes,
together.
yeah.
But
so people know all about the Metamor products.
Yay. Metamor is spelled MEDAMOUR.com. Metamor, kind of like MedLove. And we're on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and they're all Metamor with the number 1. MEDAMOUR, the number 1.
Okay, and I'll put it in the description so people can also
Thank
see
you.
how it's written.
And then we wanted to kind of offer and promote to your listeners.
Yes.
They all get a little promo discount code because of Viva La Vulva, Dr. Kara being so supportive and an affiliate partner. So anyone with the promo code Viva La Vulva will save $10 on $50 or more for your first order.
Ooh, so yes, go to metamor.com, and when you are ordering, put in the promo code Viva La Vulva, and you will get $10 off of $50 purchase or more, right?
Yes, perfect.
Yes. So
free shipping
and
$75 or more.
Cool, cool. And you can also go through the VivaLaVulvaLA.org website and get to Metamor, because we are also supporting Metamor and their products. So if you can go either through Metamor or you can go through the VivaLaVulvaLA.org
Your own website, yes.
Yes, one or the other. And to leave the listeners, so usually I've been doing this with all of my guests, or most of my guests, but leaving the listeners with something uplifting about the vulva, a story, just, fact, a tip, or whatever.
Well, first, you've created such a cool platform. That's why I love working with you. But so Viva La Vulva. That's hard, but I wanted to touch. I'll share a fun fact, I guess.
Okay.
So the clitoris. The clitoris is, people think that's just that little nub in the vulva, but it's not. It's actually a beautiful, large body part that's kind of internal in the woman's body.
Yeah.
And the clitoris actually has over 8,000 nerve endings. So it's the most sensitive area on a woman's body, and it was designed purposely just for pleasure. There's no other purpose for the clitoris.
No other purpose, just for pleasure. And 8,000 nerve endings, that's insane. That is very insane. So that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lily, for being on. Thank you for representing Metamor and telling us about your products and allowing me to review these products here.
It was fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. And thank you, everyone, for listening. And I am Dr. Kara Quant. Bye.